There might be a good chance.
I'm calling off Yanni's mom then.
Oh, okay.
So,
No, all I'm saying
Right.
is...
Break. I can hear far too many people talking in the background. There should be shush. Just for 5 minutes. Just shush. Short. What is our briefing?
Alright, yeah, this is the finale of the Bosnian War. So I added some cool parts and asked for some cool permissions. So there will be assault boats that are already loaded onto vehicles for both teams. You will find them in your spawn area. Also, there's 2 apartments at Terminal 1 which are blocked down, so don't try to get into them. They're basically not enterable. And last but not least, very interesting part is both teams are equipped with soft headgear. In case of the French, it's an UN beret. In case of the Serbs, it's a bandana. That's all from my part. I hope you enjoy this final mission, and I hope you can look at those cool things in spectator mode.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. BLUFOR, do you have any questions?
No questions.
OPFOR?
What's the green and white area on my map?
Oh, it's just a marking of a football field.
Oh, okay.
It's just a field. It's
Strong effort. Welcome to Armour, and welcome to the map. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along tonight. It's been a loud one. It's been a good one. It's been close. It's been fun. CLs, I'll pop a message in the CL channel for when the meeting will start after this. But other than that, thank you very much, everyone. Last round of FNF EU starts now.
Alright, jump up to the casting couch. This will be round 3. Get all my hotkeys sorted, and Barb is joining me. Alright, so round 3, third and final, Bosnian War stuff. OPFOR is, interestingly enough, 7.62 base. We've got some M84s as well. And we are seeing some chest rigs here, some light armored vests, which we've been told means they do have body armor and whatnot. Marksman rifle is the SVD for OPFOR, and they have 2 transport trucks with boats in them. Cool. Okay. Why not?
What?
Look on the northwestern side of OPFOR.
No. I see them. That doesn't explain why they're there, though.
Why not?
Yeah, these are the gas trucks. They have the benches removed, so they are for, I guess, vehicle and vehicle storage. They do have 6 Urals for regular transport. Those, yeah, those have benches in them. So,
I love Tackleberry, who has a blindfold. He dropped the blindfold. What's it for?
It's to cross the river from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3. If they want to not take the bridge, they can get across using the boats. But I don't know. That's very strange.
It's a good one, in my opinion. But otherwise, so they're 7.62 based OPFOR guys. Let's look at BLUFOR here, who are UN with FAMAS's. 249, so your standard French UN forces here.
Yes, I believe this is... I got a bit of a not quite spoiler, but a preemptive brief from the creator, Short Boy. So I do have a bit of a cheat sheet, but this is Bosnian War, the finale, the attack of the French.
I see. So the French are on the offensive.
There is a great evil coming, and that evil is the goddamn French.
Of course it is.
So, yep. Terminal rush, sequential terminals on here on Bystrica, which is a segment of Cherno with an additional little part to the south. Usually it's just an open ocean, but here it is just a river with more landmass on the southern side. I can give you the full rundown on their kit if you'd want.
Sure, go for it.
So yes, like you already mentioned, Serbians on Red 4 using 7.62x39 in the form of M70 B3 Novembers with SVDs and M84s for the marksman rifle and auto rifle respectively. They also have M80s from RHS for their light anti-tank, and an RPG-7 for their mat gunner. As far as uniform, they're using Oak Leaf Summer, and they have the soft bandanas, no helmets. As for BLUFOR, they are, like you said, France, mimicking a UN force sent in as quote-unquote peacekeepers. They're using FAMASas and 5.56, as well as an M24, not the usual Mark 11 or SR25 semi-automatic, but a bolt-action rifle. And then for both the LMG and MMG, they're using, well, actually it says FN Mini-Me for both, but 7.62x51 for the MMG would be the FN Mag, which is essentially the M249 and the M240, as we know them in the States. As for anti-tank, they have M72 Laws and a Carl Gustav, and additionally they have 2 M113 armored personnel carriers with M240s. Nice kit on both sides. Not.
Oh, there goes his internet. Anyway, BLUFOR have 2 M249 M113s as well. They've all got some large smoke generators on them as well, and we've seen once in a while in FNF that they're used as a very nice distractionary weapon. We saw that last week with EU Round 1 for the attacking faction. But otherwise, let's see if Barb's back. Barb, you back?
I'm here.
Barb. Hello, Barb.
I hate you. I can see my
Barb.
voice lighting. My.
All right. Well, he's not back yet, but that's besides the point. So, otherwise, I mean, while Barb fixes his internet, let's see. All of BLUFOR is trying to attack this tractor.
Ignore how well I pull off this.
I don't know what they're doing here. One of them's doing a salute as the rest of them climb around, but you know what, let's start going over the sectors here. So sector 1 is the first active terminal.
First sector,
we have
terminal.
a bit of a, it looks like it's what is this building called? One of the
that's the hospital. If you played
Oh,
you would know that.
Hey Barb, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Nice. Your internet sorted?
Probably not, but for now it is.
All right, that's good. I heard you just cut in randomly. You were talking about, I think the hospital?
Yes, the hospital.
All right, go ahead.
The Bassbeard is in. That is the site of the first terminal, just to the southwest of Red Force spawn. The terminal is in the first floor with a nice little no war graffiti right beside it. Nice little enclosed building, enclosed room, no windows looking into the terminal itself, but the hospital of course has a bunch of windows all throughout. This is a nice classic building most people should be familiar with. Multiple floors.
Round 3.
And a accessible rooftop, so
NA will be in 2 hours.
Buildings flanking it. Should be a nice little defensible position. We'll see how much they garrison there. But overall, a pretty good defensible area.
Yep. Looking at Terminal 2, it is on the docks in a little military guardhouse in this open industrial port area, which is also where the trains would come to towards the end. So it's one of those little, I guess way stations would be a good term for it. I can't think of anything else, though.
I gotcha. Yeah, this terminal, so what the terminal missions in general, both sides know exactly where it is. There is no area to attack. It is a specific point. So knowing that this is where it is, I was gonna say might discourage Red 4 from holding here, but they are deploying a full squad here to defend this area, and it's not the worst area I've seen. It's a little railway and cargo station, lots of shipping containers.
Barb?
Yes?
Barb, you there? You just cut out.
Did I actually?
Barb. Barb? Alright, I don't know where Barb went, but he was talking about Terminal 2, so let's go back to that. Sorry, I've been on my phone here to let Barb cover it, but I think his internet's just being really, really wonky. But either way, OPFOR appears to be setting up a big defense along Terminal 2 and Terminal 3 here. They have Charlie 1 holding Terminal 1, I guess, as a bit of a holding force. But BLUFOR, you know, they've got a really big ways away to actually get into the AO, so that's going to buy OPFOR a lot of time to move in here. But OPFOR definitely focusing more so on Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. They've also been deploying the boats, interestingly enough. I think that's a vanilla feature, actually, because we see that with some Vanillivics as well. So they've put these boats in here. I wouldn't be surprised if you had OPFOR take some of these boats and use them here, but I think that's really cool that we have a vanilla feature being utilized on these trucks. Here, why are you guys calling me a bitch? All right, Barb, are you there? Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
I'm here.
Hey, there you are. Is your internet okay?
No.
Oof. All right, well, I was just talking about how OPFOR is putting their boats in the river here. We do know BLUFOR has 2 trucks as well with boats. So maybe they'll come in and deploy those later, but otherwise, you want to talk about Terminal 3?
Well, I think it's a good time to talk about those boats because this AO is pretty big. They do have most of Electro Zavots to work with as well, so BLUFOR could very easily deploy those boats in that harbor instead and just use the boats to push up the river and instead of trying to deploy them near Chernogorsk. So we could see that as far as a bit of a surprise. They could also just land somewhere on the south side of the river and push up on foot, which would probably be a better idea. Using the hills and the terrain south of the river to make a move on this terminal, but that is yet to be seen, of course. As for Terminal 3, it is pretty simple. Where the railway bridge ends, the terminal begins. It's a nice little encampment, a few tents, a nice little cozy setup here. But otherwise, it is not the best defensible position apart from the choke point that is the railway bridge. But if BLUFOR were to deploy somewhere off to the east and just move in on foot, that entire choke point would be nullified. In fact, going on top of the mountain to the south of the terminal itself would give them a great overview over that entire AO. But again, this is Terminal Rush, so it is sequential. They need to take Terminal 1, then 2, then 3. So unless they're willing to commit to a force split, that we may see just a more direct assault. And like you mentioned with Red 4, they did deploy their boats already. And Stanners and Pierce, along with 2 other individuals, are kind of doing a bit of a patrol boat setup.
Yeah, as X-Ray.
As X-Ray. Although I didn't notice they were X-Ray, so if they're X-Ray, they may just deploy their boats and dock them further to the east, maybe as a bit of a forward recon element. So we'll see what they do.
Right on, Microwave. Thanks for joining us. I don't know. It's just going to depend on the movement. One thing I do want to point out, though, is if you look in the center at the what would be Chernogorsk, the mark of Stara Dizamija, I think that's it. There is a custom building here with a minaret tower, which you would never see in Eastern European area, but it allows for good overwatch of, in this case, I think it's Platoon 1 HQ. Yep, they're going to be holding there for Overwatch on this recon vector. Otherwise, 4 minutes remaining.
Where was that?
Center of Chernogorsk.
Yeah, you botched that name so bad I couldn't even... Starjamija. But yeah, any minaret tower...
Hey, Logan, how you doing?
Serbia would be not existent.
Logan, how did you forget FNF existed?
I digress.
Logan's in my channel saying he forgot FNF existed. Logan, of all people.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
He came into my chat and called me he almost said mad lad, but then he said I'm a mad maid, so I'll take it.
Take that fucking maid outfit off, you fucking hippie.
I'm sorry. I was paid to wear this. I'm going to make the money as best I can. Yes, I'm a whore and an e-clown. Deal with it. I'm also drunk off tequila, so that doesn't help.
Barb?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Barb.
I had to lift up my maid
Barb,
dress to
your
go
mic cut out. Barb, you there?
Do you know how weird it feels lifting
Barb.
up a dress to go pee?
I don't know what happened with Barb there, but otherwise, something curious I do see on
You.
OPFOR's Vic over here is where Vargran is. He's got a dude turned out with an RPG and a dude turned out with an AK. I would love to have seen like an M84 right there, but I think they're gonna go and try and be a pseudo technical or something and go try to hunt BLUFOR down with these weapons here. Barb, you okay?
Yeah, to Liru's chat, yes.
There you
Liru
go.
knows that he can hear me. He's just pretending to ignore me because he doesn't want to admit how well I pull off this dress.
You don't. That's the bad part. I'm sorry. I have to purge it from my mind. You okay, Barb?
I'll leave you for a second.
Okay.
Think about me later.
You're entitled to your own opinion. As I am with mine.
You're gonna lie awake at 1 a.m.
2 minutes remaining.
Yeah,
Let's
Barb
go
will
see
really
what BLUFOR is mounted up with.
But
They're all ready to go, mounted up in various vehicles here, so we'll just have to see how things go. I know you can hear him. The joke is I don't hear him. Because the stuff he says is inappropriate.
Where's when you need her?
Napping, apparently.
Did she text you to say that she was napping? Because I don't think she was napping if she, like... If she was awake to tell you that she was napping, I don't think she was...
Clearly napping.
Listen, my chat's calling me cute. I'm gonna ignore everything you say. Also, I just burned my foot on my fucking space heater. Ow.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm attracted to pain. That's why I'm with you.
Hey, I do have a question though, Barb. Do you think your sister would look better in that maid outfit?
Probably because she actually has tits.
Okay. Just making sure we address that. So you're saying your sister's cute?
Don't worry, you can undress me later.
Mission has started. OPFOR Vic is starting to drive out with those two guys on the gunner seat. You also have the two boats going up the river, but OPFOR definitely focusing defenses on Terminal 3. But I have to commend them because they put at least a little bit of defenses on each sector. Meanwhile, BLUFOR is all starting to drive along the western MSR here.
Mountain just crashed as well, unfortunately.
Yeah. That is a shame. I think they're going to ride this MSR down to Moldavka and then go south, take a right, keep going west, and try to attack this position from the north at the marked FSB Brico there. Yep, Barbarian losing connection, bottom left, that's okay. Otherwise, this is also a mortar position, but I think these mortars are just props. But I think they're going to attack from the northern side. That leaves a big open area here that OPFOR could exploit, but OPFOR doesn't know where BLUFOR is coming from, so I can understand why they've, played the defensive route and picked Terminals 2 and 3 to defend against. I just, we have that truck dismounting with Vagrant Buckets and Navy in the midway town between Cherno and Electro at Prigorostiki. But if they're just going to stay there, they're not going to be as effective as they want to, which I get. They're just wanting to hold that angle in case BLUFOR went south and along the coast, which, as a commander, I wouldn't think the enemy force would do because that just exposes them on the coastal side. So, I don't know. But I do like BLUFOR's plan. Barb, stop being horny. Please.
You know me better enough to know that's a tall order. Short order cook. Some fucking dumbass. Hello? Did my internet cut out?
All right. Otherwise, let's see. I mean, it's just gonna be a wait for BLUFOR here. They are cutting across roads here. They're taking the route that I just said they would. I'd assume the dismount point, they're either going to, they're probably going to dismount north of FSB Broco just to make sure that's not enemy garrison, probably send scouts out, see that it's clear, and then either move in on foot or remount the Vix and go up to Brosco, or they'll just thunder run it. But otherwise, I don't know. That open area is going to be a little tough for them to charge, but based off of where OPFOR is deployed, I think BLUFOR is going to realize they're not going to have that much resistance to run through. They'll take Terminal 1. If they take a good amount of casualties from the 5 guys defending Terminal 1, which could be a possibility, you could see an OPFOR Chad play here of them just holding out for a while, getting some really high KDs, maybe some explosive traps, though I don't see an engineer with this group, so that is unlikely. Engineers are the guys with the triangles on their symbol. BLUFOR would then move through the town, contest at Terminal 2. By then, it'll probably be like the 30-40 minute mark. And then if OPFOR can hold up to the 50-minute mark, I think that'll be more in OPFOR's shoes for them to be able to hold Terminal 3, though. But it's also going to really depend on what BLUFOR decides to do. Because if we look at the vehicles in the convoy here, BLUFOR is not braining any of the boat vehicles, so they're going to rely on that bridge.
That's an interesting call. Very much so. We do have BLUFOR pulling up now to FSB Bricko. And there were 3 mortars inside Bricko. I'm assuming they're locked. I'm hoping they're locked. But if they aren't, this could get very interesting. But they're probably locked. We see Platoon 2 HQ and Echo 1 Thunder running up there now. They see no one's here. And yeah, they're probably just going to continue on.
Yep, so they're thundering up there just to make sure it's clear. That's going to allow the rest of the force to push down there as well. BLUFOR doing everything they can to try to save as many minutes as they need to let the town of Chernogorsk be the main focus here, and I can commend that. One fear I do have, though, is for BLUFOR, since they aren't going to do any naval-based stuff, they might either try to deploy forces along a coast area to just cross the river on foot and come around, or they're just going to try to steamroll ahead. But there's a lot of room for them to just find a spot to cross the river, especially at 042009 is a good spot. All the way on the left, I mean, the closest spot on the map at 006011 they can also cross, but I think BLUFOR is going to be smart enough to try to do get some infantry across on the side while Terminal 2 is hit, because OPFOR doesn't have a lot on Terminal 3, but we'll just have to see. That's going to be like 30 minutes from now, give or take. Alright, so someone's asking me if I can explain the symbolism that we see on the map. Give me one moment here to get a good example. So BLUFOR right here, this is a good example. This means rifleman, grenadier, or actually no, just rifleman or grenadier if they don't have any symbol on that on the circle part of that's connected to the triangle there. If they have this arrow facing the triangle, that means they're an auto rifleman, which means they have either the squad-based machine gun or the weapon team-based machine gun, usually being M249 or M240 Bravo for BLUFOR, or a PKM or PKP for OPFOR. Basically, they get the gun that, has the high fire rate and can put down a lot of lead down range. If you see these 2 small triangle arrows in the name, that means they are the AT member of the squad. So they either have the MAT AT weapon if they're Charlie 2, or they have the squad-based AT weapon, which is a stick. If they have a single slash to their name, that means they're the squad leader or team leader of the squad. If they have an X, which is both slashes in their name, that means they're the ground commander. Basically the guy that's in charge of the entire operation. If they have a triangle in their name, that means they're the engineer, and in FNF it means they have the explosive charges. And if you see this medical symbol, it means they're the medic. And that should be it. Now, if you take a mod like IFA, it changes some of the symbolism, but otherwise these are the vanilla symbols that you have. And not all mods incorporate those within their units, but I, at least when I Zeus, try to do my best to make sure I do that, because it really helps me out as a Zeus, because you know, I want to make sure I don't accidentally annihilate the medics. And then from this interface, you can also see vehicle symbols. And if the vehicle code, like class name, doesn't have a specific symbol, then you get this debug question mark instead. No problem. Glad to assist.
Yeah, speaking of assisting, thank you, Nordic, for the $200 donation. I was expecting some stuff to happen when I wore a maid outfit. I didn't expect this kind of tier 3 subbery.
Wait, Northern sub to you?
Nordic.
Nordic Prophet, okay. He gave you, what, $200 for the fucking maid outfit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which is sending all the wrong signals to my brain.
What does that mean? You okay, buddy? Barb?
So real quick, since there's no action, I'll go into this really quickly.
Okay.
One of the people who I've been watching for forever, Only Afro, he does cosplay Saturdays. I think I'm gonna have to start doing cosplay Fridays.
Sure. Go for it. Do whatever you need to that you're happy with and you feel like will grow your channel, you know? By all means.
I think it's gonna grow more than just my channel, you know?
Jesus Christ, you fucking bonk to the horny.
I couldn't resist. Here, I'll bonk myself with a full battle.
Yeah.
You ready?
Just give yourself a bonk. Meanwhile, OPFOR firing up at Panzer here, and Panzer returning fire, and the auto rifleman Olaf also firing some shots at, wasn't Olaf actually, that was Fisher. Now we got this extended firefight as BLUFOR commits their Gamma teams in the 113s to come around. They also have 2 squads apiece. They're probably going to thunder run up to this hotel as the Overwatch team from FSB Bronco here covers them. And you got some BLUFOR guys also coming around to Hill 34, which is a notorious hill for overwatching Cherno. That is BLUFOR X-Ray, and they're going to try to watch from there. So OPFOR, you're going to see Charlie 2 fold back over with that RPG, and then you're also going to see X-Ray potentially fold back in either on boat or on foot, and potentially get behind BLUFOR and get some snipes in.
Agreed.
$200 is $200. I'd love $200 right now. Everyone would love $200.
Echo 1, all this force up here, given the right amount of distraction for...
But Nordic is a good guy. I thought he said Northern for a second. I'm like, what the heck is Northern doing?
Northwestern approach. Really
Old editor of mine.
Approach. Yeah, Stephanax is right. $200 is $200.
Damn right. So we got a pincer maneuver going on Terminal 1. The 5 OPFOR defenders still strong, running around trying to recalibrate here. And Joseph Stalin has gotten out, and he is overwatching from a different area to watch the main entryway from the southwestern side of the hospital.
I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the straightforwardness of BLUFOR's attack.
Yeah.
X-Ray off to the east is a bit of a recon force up on Hill 34, but otherwise, it's a pretty basic 2-pronged pincer attack, like you mentioned. And with the only 5 people down there, I think that's gonna really work to their benefit. We'll see how well that continues going into Terminal 2 and Terminal 3, but I have a strong feeling that BLUFOR should be able to take this pretty easily. Especially considering that Red 4 have really only garrisoned around the terminals and not...
I don't know what Northern does anymore, but...
I
I think he's famous on YouTube now. But he started by editing my shit from 2 years ago. I don't know, he doesn't talk to me anymore. And now we wait.
Occam's razor. The simplest option is usually the correct one, I believe. I believe that's what Occam's razor is.
So I think we're going to see this Western Pincer take Terminal 1. Then it's going to cover...
Got part of my taxes back and wanna help.
All right, Nordic. All right. Thank you for not making me wear the maid outfit like Barb then, though.
Platoon 1 HQ is coming around to the west.
Appreciate it, man.
Big hill to the northwest of Cherno.
I really do.
They might spot out this big movement from Charlie 2. but between the fog and the foliage cover, that might be not as easy as it sounds.
Seriously, thank you, Nordic. Trying to raise money for a mortgage right now.
Now it is Scandi and
it's messy because taxes when you're self-employed is a pain in the ass.
Security, but the southernmost group,
so seriously, thank you. Thanks a lot.
They're not exactly looking to the south and watching their flanks, so they may get caught off guard here by Bucko, Resurge, and Fred. Resurge and Bucko, those are pretty fresh names to me. I don't recognize those too easily.
Thanks, Nordic. I'm glad you like what Barb and I do. Means a lot. It does. All right, Barb. So BLUFOR, they want the southern pincer here to take Terminal 1, then cover for the northern pincer to come in. However, elements of Charlie 2 OPFOR have gotten on the northern pincer and are starting to try to clear, but you got Blade walking up on his own accord, could throw a wrench in OPFOR's plan there, and the Platoon 1 HQ, who has gotten off of the Minarat Tower, is also coming on the southwestern side of this BLUFOR group, and it's a little worrisome to see these small strike groups around these large pushes. But
Joseph has spotted out.
Yep, I saw that GL.
Yep, Alpha. Yeah, it's Alpha, but he doesn't see Scandi Recon pushing up to the.
I know Bloodwind's getting like 2K back in tax returns. I never get tax returns though. They fucking hate my guts.
They may try and flush him out. They may try and go around him, but regardless. Oh, we do have Charlie 2 now pushing up to the rear of Platoon 2 HQ and Dardis. 10 Patrick and Omega looking like they're aware of it. I don't know if someone let off shots, but. It's looking like a straight-up fight. Dardis and Navy. Dardis isn't sure, but he starts opening up, takes down Navy, looking for Vagrant. And Vagrant gets the revenge, along with Buckets.
Blade could run around here, though, and shoot him in the back.
Yep. Outflanking the flankers. Absolutely. But that grenade rolling right up to Blade. Actually, no, that's pretty far away.
Yep, so some of them mounting up in Humvee here, but Navy, the driver, gets shot out by that 249. Yeah, actually, that's a mini-me, but 5.56 machine gun either way.
Yeah, regardless, it's 5.56. But these Humvees are not the armored ones. You can tell because the windows are flush, so very easy to penetrate that glass.
And Blade gets the third kill, so that is the northern group flanked out. Or I guess flushed out would be a better term, and that's going to allow for BLUFOR to come in. Joseph Stalin's dead. Another guy's dead, so it's down to 3 OPFOR guys here. That's not what you want to see, but you got OPFOR's X-Ray team closing on BLUFOR's X-Ray team. Scrolling up here, Wisp, that was part of BLUFOR X-Ray, is down. I believe Stanners tagged him. Stanners is on 2 kills, actually. He's tagged 2 people.
Real quick, Scandi Recon has been caught out. I think that was SL Dream who cut out Nemesis out of position, but no big shots landed. And they are able to return fire. Moxie, Infidel, Devincer, and Nemesis pushing into the western side of this hospital compound area. 4-man team versus a 4-man team should be a decent
Thank you, Lala.
fight. And with Joseph Stalin out of the picture, thank God, Infidel is going to be the first one to get into this hospital.
A lot of GLs going back and forth between Dreams and Yanni. Neither are able to get anything substantial, though. And Dream just took a nasty hit by the shrapnel of that 40 as he is now trying to watch the doorways here. And I'm seeing the 240 gunners starting to spray into some of the apartment buildings where Joseph was just to be safe. And otherwise, BLUFOR X-Ray pulling back. So Dryden was able to get back. He's got an M24, interestingly enough. Not me also running away, but X-Ray for OPFOR trying to follow suit here, but also trying to remain as stealthy as possible. So you've got some trade-offs going here and there, but right now BLUFOR, I would say, has the advantage because their plan is succeeding here. But OPFOR is going to gain that advantage back as BLUFOR moves from taking Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. So every minute, OPFOR can stall BLUFOR here. Dreams is dead, by the way, because Nemesis climbed up and took him out. But every minute OPFOR can stall here is going to buy the rest of OPFOR much more time to win this operation.
And we actually, back at the hospital around Terminal 1, Moxie, Devincer, and Infidel climbing up the ladder to the roof, trying to get around, but already we have a dead Red 4 on the roof, and it's just Commie-Slaughter and Layden trying to hold off this advance as long as possible. Commie-Slaughter on the top of the stairs, checking some...
He got some kneecap shots on Azariah. Barb, your mic peeked out again. Azariah getting knocked out. This is a really good spot for Commie-Slaughter to be because at head level, they're not going to be able to see him in time, and he'll be able to get a lot of free shots on people. So he's trying to get up to the edge of that stairwell so he can watch if Azariah gets up. But he is now changing positions because he hears Moxibrin coming up. He gets a double kill before he goes down.
Great.
Mox can still be brought back up, but yeah, again, every minute they stall. We're at the 33 mark. They've bought an additional 2 minutes.
Az is also down as well. I don't know how he got down from so far back.
He got shot from Commie-Slaughter watching the stairwell. Because Commie was in a slot where he could see his feet and his legs before Az could even see him. So, as we mean lone survivor of us. But now it's up to Layden. If he can buy another 1 to 2 minutes, that might be all OPFOR needs to hold the rest of these sectors, because BLUFOR, their northern flank, is starting to remount in the VIX. They're probably going to try to thunder run Terminal 2, but that is where OPFOR's main defensive line is. So every minute Terminal 1 can stay out of BLUFOR's control, because again, these things have to be taken in order, these things being the terminals, that buys OPFOR more time.
Yeah, and with 20 minutes already...
This is round 3 for EU. We'll be back in an hour and a half for NA.
Almost done with.
Nim breaching the door, immediately takes shots, but then Nim comes over and knocks Layden out.
Making up for round 2. Very nicely
So
done.
the 34-minute mark, they definitely bought a few minutes here. At this point, the northern sector needs to start, excuse me, when I say northern sector, the northern pincer needs to start positioning to take Terminal 2 as Terminal 1's pincer from the southern side of BLUFOR's pincer attack needs to remount and also start coming in. But I don't know what we've got here. Nim and friends double tapping Layden there. We're going to be at the 35-minute mark, so 30 minutes remaining for the round. It's too early to tell who's going to get the advantage here. I could still see Platoon 1 HQ for OPFOR getting behind some of the BLUFOR units, but the main fight is going to be along Terminal 2 here. But the gunners... The gunners on the M113s seem really jumpy here. They're just spraying at anything and everything.
Yeah, that's not me and Dryden. BLUFOR X-Ray getting targeted through the fog, although that may have just been overshoots. I don't know if they saw something that looked human-shaped.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Which is, to be fair, I mean, with the fog, visibility is probably about 500 meters, 600 meters or so. And yeah, with FNF, you take no chances. It's worth noting, though, that Azariah is still down. I think, I'd assume he's been stabilized by now, but they need to find a medic for him in order to bring him back up. Terminal 1 going off.
Yep.
And now they're on to Terminal 2.
Kind of funny how the building next to the hospital is just, like, damaged and mostly collapsed, but hospital itself is okay.
I mean, it's a hospital. Unless the U.S. strikes it, it's going to stay up.
And then you just had some charges go off on SFSB Brosco, taking out a radio tower. I don't understand why, but okay.
So, let's give him a warm welcome.
Sure. And now you've got Platoon 1 HQ running away as that northern BLUFOR force has come to the south. And I think they're just going to push through the entirety of the city here. But OPFOR's done a really good job of taking the forces that were watching Terminal 2's northern side and repositioning them in the town to try to form a defensive line here with the with most of Alpha Squad. Yep.
West of Cherno, Platoon 1 HQ, they're pulling back. They are just barely between the fog and the foliage able to break visual contact between them and Delta and Echo for BLUFOR, along with Severe, the commander of all BLUFOR forces. So they're able to stay somewhat undetected, and I think they're going to be taking taken refuge in this one-story building, this classic Cherno building, and just holding out, maybe peeking their heads out the windows, and just letting them go by, because this is a large force comprised of, we got Red Strike here, led by, with Emzikov, Panzer, as well as some regulars like Olaf, Mischief, Muzz, Fisher, like good names. So they're gonna be.
I think BLUFOR is gonna send a team across.
Plus the rest of the forces we're still trying to mount up. Looks like they might be going through the forest and going through the city. I mean, of course, time will only tell. But we actually over to the
BLUFOR
east might have an X-ray versus X-ray.
There's already been an X-ray versus X-ray. I think OPFOR is just still coming around here to quickly check the roster. There's still 3 effective. Compared to the 2 effective on BLUFOR X-Ray. But I think BLUFOR might be debating sending a squad over the river here. We've got Delta and Echo. Just to get some shots on Terminal 3, or at least try to secure it early on without having to cross the railway bridge. But we do have Platoon 1 HQ for OPFOR. Very close. I think they're going to hide and just try to get behind BLUFOR's line here instead. But if BLUFOR keeps all their forces here, they're going to have one group on the coastal side to try to circumvent OPFOR's defenses, but they're going to take contact from the Terminal 3 garrisons. By the way, I'm seeing Koak on the bridge, potentially placing satchel traps. I don't know how, but he got one, like, in the air. If you look on the southern side and then go up like one of the bridge textures.
I see it.
Yeah. Interesting.
First. If that's actually representative of his actual position, which I think it is, that could be very devastating.
Airburst satchel charge.
Oh. Imagine a more scary phrase than airburst satchel charge. Liru, what would you say is the #1 PvP player in FNF? The cream of the crop. The
for me, hold on, we got some BLUFOR guys breach into a building that nope, they walked right past it. All right. Okay, so BLUFOR had 2 guys walk past OPFOR Platoon 1 HQ's building, but I don't know. I don't really have the answer to that anymore, because for me, my roster used to be like Nemesis, T5 Bay, Standards, top 3 players. But with the introduction of Guy Fieri and Kane and Arma Jesus, those 3, like, their group has been performing, I would say, at the same level as Scandi Recon over the past month. So I really need to redo that roster, because Nemesis has kind of declined, in my opinion. Again, don't mean to sound mean, but I haven't seen him getting as many multi-kills as he usually does. So, same with T5 Bay. Again, they have their moments. They're still, like, they would still be within my top 10, but right now, I would say Arma Jesus has been doing the best. But I just need more data at this point before I do another roster change. Tonight I haven't really seen anything change on that roster, but, you know, normal heavy hitters that I've seen haven't really been doing too much. Standards, you know, got that beautiful triple kill last round, right in the opening shots, but everyone's been kind of playing evenly. No one's been really standing out exceptionally. Sure, we've had a few standouts of, you know, people getting like 4 or 5 kills, but, you know, I base this roster off of people that can get up to like a dozen kills in a round.
Yeah, like consistently, regularly.
Exactly.
Performance.
Like, you know, at least 2 missions a night.
Yeah, as far as group, Scandi, I believe, in my opinion, is still at the top, but as far as individual player, that is absolutely a very hard question to answer. I think that it's more of a mix at this point with how long all these people have been playing with each other, especially now that 4IB is in the mix, like you mentioned, Arma Jesus. So many different players have just... in my opinion, it's more so... There is a chain of command, but there is also individual player excellency in a way. So it kind of depends. Some people don't always deliver, but some people do very much deliver when the opportunity is presented to them. And we haven't seen the full potential from everyone, in my opinion. But yeah, Nemesis, T5 Bay is a regular. Arma Jesus, I would say, is up there as well. There's a lot of really, really good players that it's tough to single out the like the individual who is the best, because this is in the end a team game. You
Oh
win
my gosh, my interface is freaking out.
your team, not yourself, not your community, not you, your team.
So we do have a BLUFOR truck platoon 2 HQ. They're driving up to the coast. That's actually just one guy, Omega. I thought maybe we would send a strike team over. What's really concerning me here, though, is the time frame. We have 22 minutes remaining. It's going to be close here, yeah. Because I could see OPFOR, even with a handful of dudes holding that railway bridge. We're hearing some explosions at some grenadier fire going around. Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Over.
Oh, that landed right behind Iander.
Yep. Oh, you know where that one went? Driving Alpha 2, starting to engage what was the southern pincer, now becoming the northern pincer, as we have Scandy Recon moving along this flank. Platoon 1 HQ for OPFOR still right behind the southern group now. Iander disconnected. Oof. I guess the Grenadier took his internet out. Is FNF NA any fun lately? Yeah, I'd say it is.
From behind the three-point line, kills Iander without even hitting him. Jesus Christ.
Of course. But otherwise, we got these 240 Bravo 113s pushing up along the northern flank. One is on point, the other one's being kept in reserve. BLUFOR has a really nice battle line coming in on here, but they have 21 minutes to make this work. I could see this going either way. It's really going to play off to the PvP, but one nice little wild card that OPFOR has is they have Pierce as their marksman with an SSW kit, which is the tripod he's on to stabilize his weapon, and he is trying to get some long-range headshots here. And with all the gunfire, no one's going to know he's up there. You can see these tracers coming in. He's trying to take on members of Scandy Recon. Bullet just whizzing right past Nemesis on his right. Just not accurate enough. Ooh, Nemesis taking a headshot and doing a fucking cartwheel. Oh no.
Oh no, Somi was getting friendly fired before in round 2. Now he's committing the friendly fire onto Scandy.
Streamer's curse. Because we were just talking about Nemesis, right? Oh no. Alright, so Misu's trying to hold the line on the coastal area. Platoon 1 HQ is now a little too far behind to really do anything. I could see BLUFOR overpowering OPFOR's line on the northern side, but not necessarily the southern. OPFOR's making really good use of these rooftops. They've actually dug a good amount of fortifications up here with those fortify tools.
Whale, if you're still here, please come to FNFNA if you have nothing better to do. I know you play with about 1 million communities, roughly, but please come play FNFNA.
Well, you know Whale's MO. He's a member of so many different communities that he just decides, you know, whatever he wants to play on any given day, he can just show up and play, you know?
Well, pretty much that, and at the same time, like, I've seen pictures of his schedule. He has an actual, like, itinerary for things to play every week. It's
nice.
Insane. I am incredibly jealous.
Explosive charges going off, and actually took out some BLUFOR guys on the Minaret Tower that are trying to use it against them. So, Fisher crawls back in from the outside of the Minaret Tower, but they're just denying that to BLUFOR. That's a good thing right there. Less than 20 minutes remaining now.
I have it on good word that the last round of FNFNA is also very good, so.
Did Night Owl make it?
I'm sorry?
Did Night Owl make NA round 3?
No, Tarnfall.
Gotcha. Alright, so Tom with that M84 was just able to get a nice pickoff kill on Mischief's battle buddy here. He's trying to return fire onto the rooftops, thinking he sees someone on the closer rooftop, but really it's just units from a little farther away firing at ants.
Yeah, Platoon 1 HQ for Red 4. Like you said, they're building...
Oh my god.
On, but it wasn't, so now they've been pushing on the rear of BLUFOR's main force. Sorry, I've had a bit to drink.
You're fine.
They're going to be coming up on Omega here.
That's
too.
funny.
If I check the roster, is Platoon 2 HQ.
Yep.
And he is right in the open. Research poking his head around the right side. Doesn't see him. He pulls back right in time. And
I think he saw him. He just opted not to take the shot.
Maybe. Now he's poking out. Now he sees him. And I think he has
Yeah, Resurge and Fred are seeing Severe and Omega running in. Severe getting killed.
Jeez, that's Command. Command is dead. Platoon 2 survived.
Unfortunate.
But Omega... Emzikov and Olalas now.
Fisher getting a retaliation kill. He's on 3 kills, by the way. Good job.
Yeah, I think someone got the retaliation kill, I think.
Yep, that was Fisher. Fred and Bucko walking around, but we got Shelt. Yep, Shaltazar. He's gonna see Fred run through. Fred doesn't see him though. Puts some shots out, gets a hit on Bulko. Bucko was out in the open. Shaltazar had some cover. More explosives going off. It was a little premature for OPFOR.
Big chunk of BLUFOR, but doesn't look to have been that effective.
Yeah.
Big fucking cloud of smoke, though.
Bucko was able to come around and actually take out Shaltazar. Interesting. Bucko's still crippled as he walks up. And OPFOR, they've got Dusty that's come around as well. BLUFOR still hasn't sent any large flanking forces here, so they're going to commit to taking Terminal 2, then 3, without any forces on the side. We still have Nuzzy in a stolen BLUFOR Humvee just to the way west of the AO. I guess he'll come in later or he's AFK. But OPFOR's forces here are looking pretty light. BLUFOR's been able to do a good amount of overpowering here and getting some decent pickoff kills.
Looks like Greg Legs in that 113. They're pushing in deep.
Yep. Legal action under... Okay, thank God. I thought he was going to get run over there.
Gunner taking some fire. RPG, I think just friendly fired. I'm pretty sure they just killed a Red 4 guy.
Amazing.
They're going to start dismounting here right in front
Yep.
of action. Jonathan.
Another RPG coming in close. Legal action trying to spray down that 240. He's going to get a reload. "15 minutes remaining. As BLUFOR is now thunder running this position, and the drivers of the 113s are trying to smoke it all out.
Ooh, another sentry goes off near That's Not Me and Coda. I want to say it got someone, but maybe not.
BLUFOR left their boats behind, yeah.
Now we're having a lot of positions opening up across the river on whatever targets, but the M1...
Gunner's down on that, Vic.
Like you mentioned, they have that smoke gen, so they've been coating the entire area in a thick smoke. And Terminal 2 is very much open right now. Mass, Killer, and Short Boy should be able to push in and get this terminal without too much trouble. We do have Dylan watching over that terminal with the PKM.
So though Dusty's chasing G-Legs with his truck.
So I have it on word from one of Scandi Recon that Platoon again was, prevented Scandi from doing Scandi things and led to their demise, which is, again, in my opinion, I've said it before, you want to just give Scandi an objective and let them off the leash.
Yep.
And keeping them on that leash is absolutely a hindrance both to them and...
As he getting a nice kill, he came in.
Opinion, but that is what happens. Looks like BLUFOR... They're a bit disjointed right now, but they should be able to get the second terminal. The question is going to be, can they get this third one? They've got a decent cone of fire coming in across this railway bridge, and like you said...
Good kill by Yanni there.
Bring those boats. They're not going to be able to cross this river without using the railway bridge, unless they want to track.
Dusty playing chicken with a 113. And BLUFOR's entire attack vector here has kind of subsided. They just took a lot of casualties trying to take this sector. So we might with 15 minutes remaining, we're at more of like 13. I don't think BLUFOR is going to have enough manpower to do this. I think enough OPFOR people got interwoven with BLUFOR's line, and the damage has been done.
As far as AT on the guys
Look at all these BLUFOR bodies here.
Burger with that AT symbol. I'm gonna take a look real quick, see if I can see anyone with an RPG 20, or sorry, an M80. You know, a single-use stick. But if I'm only seeing that RPG 7, they could potentially see some effectiveness by just bum rushing across with the 113s, or any kind of AT really, or any kind of a vehicle, I should say.
113 drove into the other 113. Gunner turned around and is now trying to mag dump Dusty. And Dusty's driving away because that window is bulletproof.
Yeah, no, none of the Red 4 across the river have any AT, none that I'm seeing. So,
We're gonna have to rely on those explosives then.
Yeah, just those satchel charges, especially the air burst. But even then, like, obviously they're not aware of this, but Red 4 or BLUFOR could very much use those APCs to charge across. However, they first got to take Terminal 2, and Red 4's being able to rebuff their efforts.
TSB and Scandi Recon assets with Delta 2 and a few extras are crossing the river, though. They're going to do a flank play. That's what they need to do. And they still have enough time, 11 minutes, to make that play and quickly get on the terminal, because if the terminal's being hacked when the timer expires, it's going to go into overtime. But BLUFOR needs to have this force come and take this terminal site. It's going to be close.
Absolutely.
Legal action on 5 kills, by the way. He's one of the guys, part of the garrison, that did stop that massive BLUFOR push. Flux on 2. Schnuffles on 1. Dylan on 1. So this 4-man dream team here doing their best to hold. And you got Legs coming up. He's got a man in the back as well, but they're just trying to keep all this smoke gen going. Satchel trap going off, killing Flux.
That was a misplay. That was a defensive one, wasn't it?
I mean, it had to be. I don't know when someone on offense would have been able to do it. And Dingo plugging his Instagram, Lamau. Legal action, getting some flanking shots as BLUFOR's pushing around. Doesn't net any kills, though.
G-Legs is 113, trying to do another layer of smokescreen. Finds legal action. And I think the driver spotted him, actually, so whoever's in the back should get on that gun and shoot him down.
Yeah, that gunner's going to be way too exposed, so he's going to stay turned in. Less than 10 minutes remaining, but Delta 2's on the other coast. They could get some nasty flanks in, but BLUFOR needs to take this terminal. Red 4's marksman, I think, was killed early on. No, okay, no, there he is. That's Pierce. I was thinking BLUFOR, my bad, but he's on 1 kill. Legal action firing into the 113, I think, because someone dismounted, because I only see G-Legs in there now. He had a +1 earlier. And BLUFOR across the river firing at Commando Cooper here as they're trying to push around, but OPFOR sent a few guys to counter.
Yeah, they must have seen them or got some kind of tip off about them. Dusty on the other side of the river now on the north side with that big old transport truck should be seeing that movement across. And yeah, he's looking in first person, looking across that river, able to see them.
Dead BLUFOR. Yeah, so there's where G-Legs' +1 was. Legal action got him. Less than 8 minutes remaining. BLUFOR needs to make a move on Terminal 2 or else they're not going to have enough time to take Terminal 3. They have the manpower here. They have the smoke made. They just need to make a move here.
They don't have the time to wait around. Emzikov and his group, they really need to push up as quickly as they can.
Yep. Dusty getting picked off by BLUFOR across the river. That was Yannifin making an excellent shot. I think that's his second kill. No, it's his fourth kill. Great job there. This plan really hinges on these two sides working. But in an even fight, I mean, as I say that, Tekic gets a knockout on Edwin Broach. Pierce is staying in the back line right here, but he could get behind this BLUFOR group and hit him in from the rear. Yep.
The infantry on the north side, they've loaded back into the 113s.
Yep.
And so they're going for a very fast charge here. As Moose goes right past the terminal, and he's gonna...
They're repositioning.
Yeah, just very aggressive, using those 113s to their advantage. The gunner...
Jonathan's gunner just got hit.
Oh yeah, right in the fucking head. That blue beret.
7 kills for legal action.
I don't know how illegal that is to kill someone, but he's got a FAMAS as well. He's doing some fucking work. Jonathan,
there's BLUFOR's dismount.
Oh, that was very close, Jonathan. He almost had an armor situation there.
And now they're trying to smoke this position out. Legal action going to the terminal site to hold it. 6 minutes. Jonathan winning the fight against legal action. He needs to go and initiate that hack pronto.
Yep, and he's in there with 6 minutes to go, less than.
BLUFOR encroaching on the Terminal 3 site. I think there's going to be a thunder run with a 113 across the bridge. What do you think?
That's pretty much their only choice. I mean, a 113 going across the water is too slow. It would take at least 2 or 3 minutes to get across that river. I mean, again, I didn't see any AT on any of them, but that doesn't mean that they're not...
But BLUFOR doesn't know that they don't have AT.
That's also a very good point. But a charge across the bridge is their only chance, and there are 2 different satchel charges to contend with.
All right, less than 50 seconds, and then past that, you got about 5 minutes remaining. Blade getting his, that was either his second or third kill, his third by double tapping Dylan. I mean, the numbers are neck and neck right now. OPFOR has a pretty good spaced out defense on the third terminal, but BLUFOR can still get some licks in here. I think Sanctu's about to get jumped by 3 members of BLUFOR. Sanctu manages to get a kill. The BLUFOR body tackling OPFOR to the ground.
Panzer goes down as well. I think
Ninja.
that was from Swola. And he gets that double tap. So it's really just Marcus, Moxie, and Map. Nura over here on the 7th side for BLUFOR. Terminal 2 hack is complete. 4 minutes to go. They need to mount up quickly.
That thing cooked off quick.
They need to shift really quick. Again,
all right, 7 OPFOR versus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 or 10 BLUFOR. So BLUFOR has the number advantage, but they need to move.
Gelix's M113 has that back door open. I don't know if that's a visual glitch or that's what it actually is. Yep, it just closed up, so now they are well and protected. Shots not coming in from across the river as they charge across. Again, this is their only choice. 3.5 minutes.
Satchel charge above them. Those satchels need to go off.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, baby! Oh, baby! That was some good shit. More.
Another one going off by the 113. It's going to have to smoke and try to do a dismount here.
Cheeseburger waiting for those dismounts, ready to shoot them in the head. Oh my god, that satchel was beautiful. Nah, no way. Red 4 wins this. Oh, but not if Cheeseburger gets friendly fired. Which
Still anyone's game. We just had Mox get picked off. Mark is still up here on the hills here. He does have the OPFOR marksman rifle. We're at 2 minutes remaining. As long as they initiate the hack within those 2 minutes, 12 seconds. There's still a victory here. Oh, who the fuck just tried to rush up in that gun? That was not smart.
Nope, they need it's 2 people left in there. It is 2 BLUFOR. Emzikov is literally dead in the water. Marcus is still on the hill. They need to, yeah, they pivoted the 113 around, trying to.
Yep, use it as cover.
Hop out. Yep, use it as
And then someone needs to hop out and initiate the hack. That's it.
Oh, Jesus.
They're trying to just billow out all the smoke they can.
And
But Swola's now running in. G-Leg's getting out.
Get that terminal going. Swola pushing.
Swola running up to stop him.
Sees the beret. He saw the beret through the camo net.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Broken getting out though. Catching Swola on a reload.
But the grenade.
The grenade got him knocked out. Smoke's starting to dissipate. Broken needs to touch that terminal and get to cover. Because that smoke is about to run out.
He's walking.
Broken, come on, buddy.
Minute and change.
No, and he gets shot by Gazag. That's it.
First one with the SVD.
That's it.
That's it. No, that's it. A valiant effort. Emzikov got out of the 113. He's trying to swim to shore, but he's
not gonna make it in time in that minute.
It'll take.
And then Marcus is not gonna be able to get down there in the remaining minute.
He's too far. He is just too far.
That was a good round. All of these rounds were good rounds. Even if the tactics looked like they weren't going to work.
The 113, adding insult to injury. Some people asking about the bridge being destroyed. We see those 2 sections in the middle being demolished. That was more the M113 blowing up and the satchel charge.
Yeah.
And so, realistically, destroying the bridge entirely would have been great.
The win.
But the fact that they left it was just good sportsmanship and made it fair. And I think it was more the 113 blowing up than the satchel charges that destroyed the bridge. But yeah, it was just.
Colton just somehow ricocheted some gunshots and killed himself.
Nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, guys, that was the EU batch. We'll be back with the NA batch in about an hour to hour and a half. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Hopefully we'll see you there. Otherwise, cheers. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
Very much. I'll see you then.